I will never go storm chasing again. I stared at the black mountainous clouds in the horizon. The air blew with a cold warning, and the booming constant sound of thunder gave signs that the storm was approaching, and I was right where I wanted to be. I've been doing this for a few years now, trying to find the most extreme weather patterns and forces of nature. I did this because I loved being amidst the chaos. I wasn't scared of these events, and in almost brutalistic nature found peace inside these front stage performances that nature gives us. The storm I saw form by me was just that. High winds, lightning strikes, flooding, hail. It would be a passing over a forest named the Hollow Pines. It was an abandoned pine farm that people forgot about and nature started to remember again. I've explored there a few times, and what kept bringing me back was how aligned each row of trees were, with nature reclaiming its territory in between. The storm was estimated to pass over this forest from 9 PM to 4 AM. I was on the edge of the forest, and as I walked into the darkness it consumed me. With no trace of even moonlight, it was almost pitch black. The storm grew ever so closer, and the wind started to lash through the trees, sending leaves and debris flying with no destination. I felt an electric chill down my spine, and I knew that in a few moments I would be in the middle of this massive storm. Looking around with my flashlight, it was hard to make anything out other than a small trail that led me here, but as I peered into the wind-ridden fauna, I saw something flight between the trees, coming in my direction. A deer or some scared animal running away from the storm, I thought. I forgot about it as I looked back into the sky. The clouds were only a few hundred meters from me, and the first raindrops started to hit the landscape, and that's when I saw the creature again. This time, it was standing on the small trail ahead of me, and I was able to get a thorough look. It stood on all fours, no fur, black eyes and a dark substance dripping from its mouth. Deformed, as if its very appearance was hobbled together, just enough to be a killer, and it looked at me as if I was its next victim. With guttural sounds and snapping jaws it bit the air trying to reach me, but couldn't approach any faster than a slow walk. As it got closer, the drizzle turned heavier, and the land around us became soaked. I slowly stepped back, keeping pace, watching the creature try to break free from its unseen leash. I noticed something strange about this creature as well. It moved on the very border of the clouds, almost as if it was contained from within it. From behind us, deeper in the woods, the cries and sounds of fighting filled the forest. The wails of many things being torn apart and the happy and excited jeers contrasted each other and painted the scene as a live feast, with the food unwillingly invited. The rain turned into a downpour, and the storm was right on top of me. The creature started to pick up speed and began its slow trot towards me, seemingly pleased. It is the storm, I thought to myself, and started to run towards the tree line, and angrily the creature made a slew of sounds, and responses could be heard from deeper within the trees. It must have been calling for support. I didn't care and kept running. Passing through the tree line in the open space felt like one step closer to safety, though the storm was made short work of my relief as a hail started to pound against and around me. My car was in the lot where the loggers used to park, past a small open field the trail cut through. I stopped halfway through the field to catch my breath, and I looked behind me. Shining my flashlight, I could see the pale reflection of the creature's eyes, trotting out of the trees. Its course stayed directly towards me, so I kept running. Reaching my car, I quickly opened my doors and turned on my car. I didn't notice I was quickly repainting the inside of my car with my own blood. The hail must have gotten me a good few times. The car was facing towards the woods, and when the headlight shone into the trees, I saw the first creature through the downpour clearly, and behind it was a dozen pairs of eyes, all coming closer to me as well. I drove as fast as I could to get out of there. I don't think storm chasing is for me anymore.